Hi, hello, and welcome back to this K-pop podcast, where in which we talk all things K-pop. Woo. So today, I'm recording this the day before it goes out. You know, sometimes I forget to record, so I record on the day it's uploaded. But today, you're getting it the day before. Well, you're getting it on the day it's uploaded, but like you're getting me talking about something the day before. Yeah, that's logical. Those are words, Sophie. Well done. You managed to do the words. Okay. So let's bitch for a few minutes, as the usual things. So yeah, we'll talk about Apink. So since we last talked, when was it? Uh, Thursday? Yeah, so Thursday I talked about what was my last episode on? World Scout, yeah. So a lot of fun things have happened. Well, I say fun things, I mean funny things for me, not fun things for everyone else in this house. So my mother, she tends to do the illness quite frequently, and on Thursday evening we had cauliflower and broccoli like bake. It's meant to be like cauliflower cheese. Oh, pardon me. Um, Reading a little bit too heavily, and it might have been a little bit rich for my mum. And so, she spent the night and most of Friday feeling unwell, and that has gotten me a little bit of the old stressy side of life. I have a stress stomach anyway, just the fun little hee ha ha things. And whenever she doesn't feel well, I end up stressing myself out so much that then I begin to feel unwell. So I've had this slight anxiousness throughout most of today. And also Friday was Friday the 13th. So, could have been that. That was doing the vibes. But yeah, today is Mother's Day. And I it was really funny because obviously I've been like kind of planning stuff, but it's not that I have like time blindness because I wouldn't say that I'm unaware of like I wouldn't say unaware of the time it takes for me to do things. Like I'm fully aware of that, but I have more like date blindness in that I'm not always too sure as to how long it is until something, right? Which is a slightly odd issue. Like obviously I knew that Mother's Day was coming up, and I was aware that like I was going to have to prepare something nice. Because obviously my sister's not at home at the moment; she's at uni. So like I knew that, but I didn't know exactly how long it was in between like me doing this stuff and then actual Mother's Day happening. So luckily the support group that I go to, they like did events and stuff for that sort of stuff, and saying like, oh yeah, I know that like Mother's Day is still a little bit of a ways out, but like this is what we're classing as something for Mother's Day, which has been quite good. So I made a like a surprise, like sort of like a photo inside some origami-ish paper and like a pocket hug thing, like literally just like a piece of paper with a cute message with like a bead stuck onto it. um and this like button artwork thing. It was actually very nice. It was quite easy to do, I will say. And then yeah, on Thursday actually, because my mum was actually on night shift, so I went anyway. Um, I did like not pressed flowers. dried flowers. Like I made it into like a bouquet thing. Like, I made a dried flower bouquet thing, which I believe is in my mum's bedroom. Yeah, I don't think she has it in here. And also from Aldi at Valentine's Day and obviously for Mother's Day, they released like block flowers. It was called Blocks in Flume. Blocks in Flume. Blocks in Bloom. I can't speak. And so I bought 30 quid's worth of it. Like it was so many. I just made so many. And it was actually quite funny because we went to Aldi with my mum. She actually bought the flowers. I think I talked about it. But my mum said that apparently the lady who was like next in line at the checkout was like really interested in the vase and trying to like low-key take it for herself. Like she wanted the vase that we had. And like it would have been fine, I guess, if we wanted it. So we'd just gone and got a different one. But literally my mum was like glaring at her and my mum was kind of scary, so like I had green eyes, like and she was like trying to be like, put my daughter's vase down. So yeah, we have Lego flowers. Well, not Lego. You know what I mean, like Lego flowers, and it's like dry bunny tails and a bunch of other flowers, dry flowers from Shein in a vase. Along with we also have daffodils, like real daffodils and real roses. That my dad that I bought the daffodils, my dad bought the roses, but yeah. So I kind of like having fake flowers around because they don't have you don't have to take care of them. I'm I'm so bad at taking care of like things and stuff. Like we will obviously don't worry, we will get on to Apink in a second, but my parent my I can't speak. Apparently me and my sister and my mum have been discussing about the idea of if I was to ever have kids, like what that would look like because my mum and my sister would probably have to take care of them. Obviously, like my dad too, but they were just like, yeah, we're probably gonna have to take care of that child. And my sister's just like, great, love that for me. I really, she really does not want to have kids. I guess it's because she wants to live her own life first, and obviously she's never had like a relationship. Just airing my sister's relationships. She's never had a relationship. So I can imagine it's hard for her to imagine that sort of stuff. But yeah, okay. I'm just looking at a BTS news story actually. I was just scrolling. I tend to do that when I'm like talking. I just like scroll and read something. But yeah, BTS's album comes out soon. Anyway, Apink. Apink is a five-member girl group under With Us Entertainment. Originally seven, they debuted on the 19th of April 2011 with the mini album Seven Springs of Apink. So, we're actually going to talk about their history instead because you know what? I want to. And then we'll just give you like a very quick profile on each member. Okay. So, on the 11th of February 2011, which I would have been, how old would I have been? I would have been seven. Oh, that's fun. 7.5, nearly. Representatives from A Cube Entertainment announced that member Nan would be a member of their upcoming seven-member girl group Apink, scheduled to debut in the first half of 2011. And she appeared in East's music videos for Breathe, I Like You the Best, and Beautiful. And then 6 days later, Beast's young Yang Yosop introduced Choron as the second member and the group's leader on his Twitter account with clips from the Japanese music video, the shot in which she appeared. And then, on the 21st of February, AQ Entertainment created an official Twitter account and revealed Hayoung through photos as the third member of Apink. So I'd like officially saying Chiron. So that would have been on the first time that Chiron was announced, it was the 17th, but then the 4 days later, it was announced properly. Then on the 10th of March, Unji was announced through a video of her singing Jennifer Hudson's song Love You I Do. And then Yukyung was announced on the same day through a video of her playing the piano. On the 11th, Bomi and Namju were also introduced through the Trendy's reality show Apink News. That is the members announced. And then before the group's debut, the reality show Apink News premiered on the 11th of March, chronicling the formation of Apink, and yeah, that is kind of their pre-debut. So that is, I don't know how to words. Words are difficult. Can you tell? I think everyone can tell. Everyone knows. If you don't know that I'm awkward, you will quickly find that out. It is a problem. So they officially debuted on the 19th of April 2011 with their first mini album, Seven Springs of Apink. And then it was announced on the 18th of November 2011 that they would have their first comeback with second mini album Snow Pink, which was released on the 22nd of November with promotions for the title track starting on KBS's Music Bank 3 days later. Their first award, which was the Female Rookie Award at the 2011 Mnet Asian Music Awards held in Singapore, was given on the 29th of November. And oh wow, they just did not have much. I really hoped that they were going to have a lot of information. No. Yeah, I'm so sorry. And then on the 23rd of April 2013, AQ announced that Yu Kyung would actually be the first member to leave the group to focus on her studies. She's gonna study. Okay. I do apologize about the So the release after their second mini album was their second digital single on the 19th of April 2012 as a special gift to fans celebrating their 1 year anniversary since debut. And the first full-length album, the next comeback was their fourth. I can't speak. I need to calm down. First full-length album released on the 9th of May 2012, Un Annie, which had 9 tracks on it, spanning 29 minutes and 11 seconds. You don't tend to see that length these days. The next release was the third digital single, released on the 6th of July 2012, and the original version of the song was so it was a remix version of a song originally on the album, and it was their final release to feature Yukyung before she ended up leaving. The next release was the third mini album, released on the 5th of July 2013, with No 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 serving as the title track, and their first release as a 6-member group. Following that, on the 13th of January 2014, Good Morning Baby was released as their fourth digital single. as a celebration of their first 1,000 days since their debut. Next, we have Pink Blossom, their fourth mini album, released on the 31st of March 2014, with Mr. Chu on stage serving as its title track. Their next release was 2011 to 2014 Best of Apink Korean version, which is their first Japanese best album, released on the 17th of December 2014, and it consisted of all title tracks post debut in Korean. I don't understand why they would have it in Korean released in Japan. I'm sure there is some truth to that. And then No 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 was released as a Japanese single on the 22nd of October 2014, with No No No, My, and instrumentals of those two songs on the release. And then they had like a DVD type A only release of like a dance feature music video. And then type B version was like a making video and a music video for No No No. Then on the 24th of November 2014, they released Pink Love, their fifth mini album, which had 6 tracks on like the CD, 8 tracks. No, sorry. Oh my good lord. Streaming services had 6 tracks, the CD had 8 tracks. And My Darling, one of the tracks was done by Apink's ENN, which is one of their subunits. Their next release was Mr. Chu on Stage Japanese version, the second Japanese single released on the 2nd of February 2015, and it had Mr. Chu on Stage, and Hush Japanese versions with their instrumentals, as well as a few DVD exclusives. Then, on the 19th of April 2015, they released their 5th digital single, marking their 4th year anniversary, and this song actually is featured on their album Pink Memory, which I'm sure we'll get onto. Then, on the 20th of May 2015, Love Japanese version was released, with Love and Good Woman Baby being featured on the CD. Now on to Pink Memory, released on the 16th of July 2015, and remember serving as the touch track with... Sorry, I'm like spinning my hoodie string. I don't know why I'm doing that. With Promise You being featured on there as well, as we mentioned before. Pink Season was their first Japanese full-length album, released on the 26th of August 2015. The best day. I was 12 that day. And it came in quite a few versions with quite a few tracks on them. And Sunday Morning, Japanese version, is their 4th Japanese single, released on the 9th of December 2015, with many different versions featuring many different track setups. Brand New Days was their 5th Japanese single, released by Apink, released on the 23rd of March 2016, with Brand New Days, Japanese version, and then the instrumentals for those 2 tracks alongside it. And then The Wave, their 6th digital single, which was released on the 19th of April 2016, to celebrate their 5th debut anniversary. And this appears on their following album or EP. Summertime, it was released next as a 6th Japanese single on the 23rd of July 2016. Now, Apink Revolution, their third full-length album, released on the 26th of September 2016, with only one as their album title track. The song Catch Me is a rearrangement of Brand New Days, the title track from their fifth Japanese single, and the Wave, featuring as their debut anniversary track. And now Dia, and the first special album from them, released on the 15th of December 2016, with Cause You're My Star serving as their title track. My mum is sneezing and I don't know why, that just made me laugh. Oh dear me. Pink Doll, next up, was their second full-length Japanese album, released on the 21st of December 2016, with multiple versions, with like special member versions. I've never understood that whole thing of like having a member version, but then also I have Drama, Giselle's version, but like that was a random one because I got it from HMV and they don't let you choose, which yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind because Giselle is my favorite Esper member, but like she's my bias. She's just so funny. But yeah, no, I really don't get the whole member version thing. Next up we have is Bye Bye, their seventh Japanese single, released on the 29th of March 2017. With oh dear me, so many versions, so much money, God. And Always, their seventh digital single, released on the 19th of April 2017 as the single for their sixth debut anniversary. And then Pink Up, as their sixth mini album, released on the 26th of June 2017. We've only two versions. I don't know why I'm judging. If you know. Oh! So I was just looking at the album versions. I will say that the B version has like a blue background and it's like a playing card. I will say that it's quite cute, but I do think that they went with the right one for like the main version of the digital version. But sometimes you'll find like that the additional versions, like the um like a different the different version like artwork is actually nicer than the main one. What am I trying to say? I don't know. Motto Go Go, their eighth Japanese single, released on the 25th July 2017, came in 15 versions. Ooh, wag. And then we have Orion, the ninth Japanese single, released on the 8th of November 2017, and came in 9 versions. That one, ooh, wag. Pink Stories, their third Japanese full-length album, released on the 27th of December 2017. 15 versions. Dear God. And then Apink's single collection, the second Japanese best album, released on the 18th of April 2018, which includes all their single title tracks released in Japan and 3 songs for their 3 Japanese albums. Okay. And then we have Miracle, which is a special single album released to commemorate the 7th debut anniversary. 1 and 6, we have their 7th mini album, released on the 2nd of July 2018. And I'm So Sick was the album's title track, and All Right was also promoted. Oh, just looking at the versions, the digital album cover is actually the 6th version and the 1 version. So the digital one is red background, and then the one is black background. I would say I really like the red that time. And then we have Percent, their 8th mini album, released on the 7th of January 2019, with Unknown serving as the album's title track, and it came in 2 versions this time. Then we have Everyone's Ready, released their eighth digital single to commemorate their 8th anniversary. And then we have Look, their 9th mini album, released on the 13th of April 2020 with the song Dum Durum serving as the title track, and came in 2 versions. And that was named YOS and Jurion, which is 2 of the student names. And then we have Thank You, their 9th digital single, released on their 10th year anniversary, and the song was then appeared on the album Horn. And speaking of Horn, we have their 2nd special album released on the 14th February 2020 with Dilemma serving as the title track. But on the 17th of January 2022, it was announced that member Naun would be unable to participate in the group's promotions due to schedule conflicts, although she did participate in the album's recording, and this was their final release as a 6-member group before she left on the 8th of April, and this came in 2 versions. I Want You to Be Happy is their 10th digital single to commemorate their 11th debut anniversary. And then we have Self, just okay, released on their 10th mini album, released on the 5th of April 2023 with D&D serving as their title track, the first comeback since Down left, and it was released in 4 different versions. Pink Christmas was their 2nd special single, released on the 11th of December 2023. Wait Me There, okay, was the 11th digital single and was released for their 13th debut anniversary. Tap Clack was for their 14th debut anniversary. Re My Love was their 11th mini album released on the 5th of January 2026, with Love Me More serving as their album's title track, and this is just like a general 15th debut anniversary album, and it's their first comeback with Us Entertainment taking over their group promotions, and that came in 3 versions. Okay. So that was a lot of me trying to talk, me failing to talk, and then just like really just going for it. Yeah. So we're gonna quickly go through the members. I've been talking for half an hour. Okay. So they debuted under Plan A Entertainment, formerly A Cube Entertainment, which later became Play M Entertainment and then IST. And then after a significant time under IST Entertainment, the members chose not to renew their contracts and then signed with us. And all the members carry on being an Apink, but one of the members did not actually join them. We're going to talk about that in a second. So, onto the actual members themselves. Woo! We get to say their names and then their age, their birth dates. Yeah. And their subunits. Okay, Churion. Park Churion. Leah Park. She's the leader, lead dancer, vocalist, and rapper, born on the 3rd of March 1991, and she is in subunits Ju Ryung and Apink Chobol. Then we have Bomi Yoon Bomi. She's the lead vocalist, main rapper, main dancer, and centre, born on the 13th of August 1993, making her a Leo and a Rooster. And she is in Apink BNN, Apink YOS, and Apink Chobol. Then we have Unji, Jung Herim, but she changed it to Jung Unji. She is main vocalist and face of the group, born on the 18th of August 1993, making her a Rooster and a Leo. And she is in, sorry, I have an itchy nose, Jurion, and she was the member that didn't sign with us, but she signed with Billions Entertainment in May of 2025. Next we have is Namju, Kim Namju. She is a lead vocalist, lead dancer, and rapper, born on the 15th of April 1995, making her an Aries and a pig, and she is in a pink ENN and Juryeon. Next we have is Hayoung, Oh Hayoung. She is a vocalist, rapper, and magne, born on the 19th of July 1996, making her a Cancer and a rat. Yeah, and then we have the two former members with Yukyung, Hong Yukyung. She is a rapper, vocalist, and was born on 22nd of September 1994, making her Virgo and a dog. We actually do know that she does still talk with the members, and she was actually offered to be in a different group, but she actually decided not to because she didn't want to cause harm to Apink, which I thought was really cute. And then we have Naeun Son Naeun, or Master Son. She is the dancer, vocalist, rapper, center, and visual on the 10th of February 1994, making her an Aquarius and a dog. And yeah, she signed with YG to be an actress, but now she is a pink. So I know that YG shut down their acting department thingy, but I don't know where she is. Now let's have a look. J. Ryder Company, it says. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Awesome. I love that I told my dad to do a podcast just so he would leave so that I could actually do my college work in peace. So I probably should do that too whilst we're here. Yeah. Thank you as always for listening, and I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye.